Presented by listenheadlines.com, latest world news from trusted sources. Wall Street Journal World News.
July 4th. 4:11 America, New York. Japan discharge of Fukushima radioactive water into Pacific gets green light. The IAEA said Japan's plan was safe and in line with similar discharges carried out by nations around the world that operate nuclear power plants.
Wall Street Journal World News.
July 4th. 4:10 America, New York. Volkswagen outlines Brazilian growth plan. Volkswagen said it will invest €1 billion by 2026 in Brazil, where it plans to grow by 40% in the next several years.
Washington Post World.
July 4th, 4:09 America, New York. Ukraine live briefing. Zelensky accuses Russia of trying to kill former Georgian president. Mikhail Saakashvili was the pro-West president of Georgia during Russia's 2008 invasion. He is currently imprisoned in Georgia, and is a Ukrainian citizen.
Time.
July 4th, 4 o'clock America, New York. Controversial gene editing scientist proposes new experiment to prevent Alzheimer's. The Chinese scientist who was at the center of global condemnation for altering babies' genes wants to use a similar technique to prevent Alzheimer's disease.
BBC News World.
July 4th. 3:19 America, New York. Ukraine war. Major Moscow airport flights disrupted by drone attack. Russia's defense ministry says 5 Ukrainian drones were shot down in the Moscow region.
Mirror World News.
July 4th. 3:01 America, New York. Vladimir Putin's war dead unloaded onto beach from skies as tourists swim in sea. Russia has refused to provide accurate information as to the amount of its soldiers killed during the grueling war in Ukraine, but war watchers predict the number stands at around 200,000. Wall Street Journal World News.
July 4th. 3 o'clock America, New York. How to start accounting for carbon. Wholesome, HP and Nestlé sustainability executives offer simple steps to get started.
BBC News World.
July 4th. 2:07 America, New York. 4 killed in Philadelphia mass shooting. Another 2 people, both children, are injured, and a male suspect is in custody, police say.
Washington Post World.
July 4th. 2 o'clock America, New York. Activists in Lebanon are fighting to reclaim dwindling public spaces. In Lebanon, where people are reeling from an economic crisis and desperate to breathe, open spaces are often shuttered or reserved for those who can pay.
BBC News World.
July 4th. 1:50 America, New York. U.S. court orders $146 million penalty over 500,000 missing silver coins. The weight and purity of American silver eagle coins are guaranteed by the U.S. government.
New York Times World News. July 4th. 0:58 America, New York. Your Tuesday briefing. Russia's beleaguered embassy in Washington. Protests are a regular occurrence outside the Russian embassy in Washington.
RT World News.
July 4th. 0:57 America, New York. NATO admiral tells Ukraine when to expect fighter jets. Supplying advanced warplanes to Kiev cannot be achieved in the short term, according to a top NATO official.